I am Sandra Davis, and I just wanted to talk to you all for a second about the recent events that have been a topic of discussion for the past week or so, particularly police brutality and violence against Black men and Black women. This past week, I've had several people reach out to me within the community in outrage and people wanting prayer, people also expressing a feeling of depression and hopelessness. And I just wanted to clarify, just because the media is now reporting brutality and violence against Black men does not mean it just started. It's just being polarized at this point. But it has been open season on Black men and Black women historically for years. So just wanted to clarify, it did not just start. So in essence, we should have been outraged. We should have been upset. If you're depressed, you should have been depressed. It shouldn't have just started now. If you wanted to pray, you should have been praying. I see a lot of pastors calling men and women to prayer, and that's awesome. That's wonderful. But we have to be careful that we as Black folk don't become reactionary, but we become proactive. So that when things like this happen, all of a sudden we want to protest and we want to get mad and we want to get upset. But this has been going on for hundreds of years. So we should have been being proactive as a community. When you talk about police brutality within the Black community, historically, there were police departments that were all white up until the 80s, and they weren't even allowed to hire Black men. And when they did hire Black men on these police departments, these Black men were under great scrutiny. So these all white police forces, they weren't protecting Black communities. Black communities were left out there on their own to protect themselves. And if anything, these officers practiced open season on Black men. They weren't there to support and protect these communities. They were there to kind of antagonize these communities. So the fact that Black folk are a little bit paranoid and concerned when it comes to the treatment of ourselves from police officers, we have that right because we have not been given permission historically to trust police officers. We have had instances of where there have been a higher call response time in Black communities, and there have been times when police officers don't even show up. And so, but this has been going on for years. And then we have areas, all Black communities or predominantly Black communities that would be considered lower social economic areas that have high police presence. But the problem with that is that the policemen, once again, have not been there historically to protect these families and to support these families like our tax dollars say they're supposed to, but they have been there to antagonize these communities. So once again, we have not been put in a position, we have not, as Black people, been given an opportunity or reason to trust police officers. So, having said that, where do we go from here? We as Black folk, we have to unite. Always, regardless of, we have all these Black organizations with all these different agendas. We need to take all those agendas and push them into one and unite and have one agenda, and that's for the advancement, the support, and protection of Black people and for our children. Secondly, we have to educate our children on their rich African culture. Black children are the only children who go to school and don't have any identity with their mother country, which is Africa. They have they don't identify. They're not given what their true identity is, their true rich culture, all the contributions that Africans and Africa has made to this country. Our children are not taught that. They have been disconnected from their true identity and their true culture. And most of them don't even identify with Africa, which is unfortunate because Africa has a rich culture and it is a rich country. So it's unfortunate that our children don't get that identity like other cultures do. The other thing we need to do is we have to start supporting Black-owned businesses. Black people, we are a financial powerhouse. But unfortunately, we are investing in other communities and we are investing in other entities. We are not patronizing Black-owned businesses. We are not pouring monies back into our country. Back into our communities. We are pouring money into other communities. So this is why you see other cultures, particularly like the Mexicans, who a lot of times come here and don't have a lot, but over a period of time, they begin to build great success because they have mastered pouring into their community and patronizing their own people and their own businesses. And that's something that we would benefit from greatly. So my name is Sandra Davis. Please keep me in prayer. I will keep you guys in prayer. Keep America in prayer. Lift up our Black men. Support our Black men. Support our Black children. Support our Black women, our families. We are all we have, family. Let's support each other. Let's be there for each other. Speak life at all times. Have a blessed day.